Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. This is exciting Movie Mania here. We are live, and we are working out the kinks, but this is Movie Mania. I'm Movie Maniac Matt.
And I'm Movie Maniac Tony.
And we are here to review 2016 in movies. And what a year it was, wasn't it, Tony?
I can only imagine. What a year.
You can imagine. And it was fun.
When you talk about years for movies, 2016 is
one of them.
Yeah, absolutely.
You can't argue that it wasn't one of them. All right, let's move on from the humorous part of the show.
Please.
Debating what the best movies of the past year actually were.
Right.
I have a top 5. You have several as well.
I've got a few.
Okay.
Hopefully they differ a little bit.
Oh, they might.
In texture and in
consistency.
Yes.
My number 5 was Zootopia.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah.
Did you see Zootopia?
No.
Well, then I'm glad you had such excitement for that.
Maybe
I
should Zootopia.
Ladies and gentlemen, a lot of people see animated movies and they say, you know what, that's for kids. And I say, normally that could be right, and stay tuned for my worst list. But it has deep themes. It actually brings people together, and it's actually says a lot about the world we're living in today. You shouldn't judge people.
Now, is that the one where the animals have office jobs?
Sure. Oh yes, it's like where they're at the DMV.
Right.
Yes.
That's the one. That's the same one.
That's the same one.
Hey.
Why haven't you seen it, Tony?
I've seen enough.
Sleeping on the job as usual.
Yeah. Absolutely sleeping on this job.
All right.
But I will go see Zootopia. I've heard nothing but good things about that movie.
Get to it.
Yeah.
All right. What do you got?
For top 5?
Sure. Just hit me with one of them.
I think that my number 5 for the year would have to be X-Men Mutant Apocalypse.
Good God, that was one of my worst.
Okay, well, agree to disagree, because I actually enjoyed. I thought it pulled together the whole storylines of all the previous...
I think it pulled it all into the shredder.
Not on my top 5 would be the Ninja Turtles.
Oh, it wasn't in my top 5.
Sequel.
But all right, but seriously, the X-Men. I feel like it actually ruined the whole franchise.
No. It was certainly not as good as the first two, First Class and
Days of Future Past.
Days of Future Past. Those were both amazing. But I thought that given the fact that the third part of a trilogy is always the hardest to get right, and people can lose interest.
Wrong. Look at Back to the Future Part 3.
I only saw the first one.
I was joking. That's a bad movie.
Exactly. I've heard nothing but bad things about that.
All right, fine. Well, you know what, Tony? You're entitled to like crap. Who am I to judge?
And I do.
My number 4 is actually Deadpool, which I think is on your list as well.
Absolutely.
So we might as well talk it both in praise.
Yeah, let's do it.
Very humorous movie. I don't see how anyone could dislike Deadpool. My only slight complaint about it is that it had a very thin plot. Not much was going on, but it was very entertaining. Ryan Reynolds, of course, is spectacular and really funny. So I look forward to future sequels of that movie.
And you know what everyone talks about when they talk about that movie?
Nope, I don't, because I'm not everyone.
What
are they talking about?
Everyone. Is that they talk about breaking the fourth wall.
Right.
Which he does constantly, basically calling out, what is reality, what's part of the movie. He talks about actors and characters and just basically speaks like he's a member of the audience.
And the funniest line, I think, from that movie was when he said, we're going to see Professor X, and he's like, which
one? Yeah.
Patrick Stewart or James McAvoy?
James McAvoy. I don't know. That was you said that's your favorite part, and then you did the wah-wah.
I don't know what. That wasn't me. We have a special sound effects department.
Oh well,
All right, so so Deadpool's in your top 5.
Actually, Deadpool would be. I'm going to say Deadpool was number 1.
Oh, excuse me.
Yeah, I thought it was groundbreaking. I thought it opened up a whole new genre of superhero, but kind of an anti-superhero.
All right, well, open up a whole new movie now for us to discuss, because we are dead with Deadpool.
for the top 5, or are we
top
doing
5,
bottom 5
baby.
Yet? All right, so we hit him with the X-Men. We hit him with Deadpool.
Right.
Now we're gonna welcome to this camera, and now we're gonna hit him with Independence.
I hope you're joking.
I am joking.
All right, we'll do one.
I panicked. That was one. That's on my bottom 5.
That's bottom 5 for me as well. All right, so we'll go to one of my lists. Yeah. And my number 3, I believe, if I'm getting this order right, was Rogue One, Star Wars.
Right.
Star Wars Rogue One, spectacular. Oh my God! For each of these Star Wars movies, each new Star Wars movie is making me more of a Star Wars fan and more interested in the movies of the past. And I don't know if you look at Rogue One, if you look at this Rogue One movie in and of itself, I'd say it's very entertaining, very good. But I don't know if it's spectacular. But when you put it in the larger franchise and it actually enhances the Star Wars: A New Hope, the movie that comes right after it, it makes it so much better, and you watch it together, and you watch all these movies. Each movie is making every other movie better.
Well, that's an interesting point. You said that it's just as its own movie, it's fine. Would you say that you need to know anything about the Star Wars franchise to enjoy Rogue One, or could you go in not know? I mean, nobody knows nothing about Star Wars. I mean, come on, you can.
Although, fun fact, this is a fun fact.
Wait, hold on. We're getting ready for a fun fact.
Fun fact.
Yeah.
Fun fact. Do you know Star Wars is actually not beloved in China? China, it actually doesn't make money. It's not has no blockbuster
Is it not
status in
beloved, or
China.
is it not allowed to be?
Oh no, it's allowed. It's only recently allowed. That's probably partially. It wasn't allowed in the olden days, so they don't have a huge fan base in China. I just found this fascinating. This is the reason why Avatar to this day is still the #1 movie worldwide ever.
Because China loved it.
Because China but China doesn't love Star Wars. All the Star Wars like 2 and 3 now.
Okay.
Because in the U.S. they make so much.
Well, now you remember that I told you last year.
I don't remember anything. You tell me.
It was the first time I saw Star Wars last year. 20.
Wow.
And I liked it, but I didn't love it.
Well, then you're a moron.
And
so you need to watch all of them from. I think that's my point. As you keep watching them, they get better.
Yes, and also being that it was 2016 last year, watching it then as opposed to watching it in the late 70s, early 80s, Star Wars had a different feel for me.
That's true.
Whereas if I'd have watched it 30 years before, it would have been the cream of the crop.
Well, the crop is growing.
Yeah, but not in China. It's not.
Not in China. But so, okay, this is very exciting. We're running out of time here, so let me just give you a final 2 movies in my list.
Yes, please.
We also had Captain America: Civil War, which I think is a spectacular possibly the best superhero movie ever.
Disagree, but
and actually,
definitely good. Definitely, it's a solid movie. Captain America's 1 and 2, unwatchable. Just put me to sleep.
And then my final list, of course, or not of course, but deserving of the Oscar and all the praise, which I think is rare to happen, for me anyway, because I don't follow trends. This
is his Oscar favorite. Get ready for it.
La La Land, I think, is deserving of the Oscar.
Now, that's the one with Ryan Gosling, Emma Stone.
That's the one, baby.
They do some
singing and dancing, as Tony is demonstrating.
I'll be Gosling.
He was almost in the movie with those moves.
It's close.
So close.
Stone beat me out by just a hair.
Do you have a favorite for Oscar?
Favorite for Oscar? I would have to go with
The Grouch. He likes Oscar the Grouch. That's his favorite Oscar.
Where is he?
All right. While you think of that, we're gonna welcome on. Or do you have a favorite Oscar?
No, but I think anything that Denzel Washington is in.
So Fences.
It should be Fences. Go yes, Fences.
Good.
Fences.
All right. Well,
Terrific
it's time to
choice.
welcome on our first correspondent. Some of them call him our least favorite correspondent. I wouldn't say that to his face.
Maybe because he's our only correspondent.
Guido Corleone,
There
bring
we
him
go.
on. I was surprised to learn you even had money to go see movies this year, but that's exciting. So tell us.
He makes his.
He must somehow.
He's a Corleone. They find a way.
True. All right. So what's your favorite movie of 2016?
My favorite movie 2016 is The Godfather. It's one of those has so many good quotes like "Make him an offer he can't refuse." And
Yeah, we know the quotes, but the assignment was a movie of this past year, though, Guido. Not your favorite movie of all time. Not the movie that you happen to
For a
put in
second,
your
I thought maybe
VCR.
they did a Godfather reboot where it's like an all-female cast.
Oh,
And,
like Ghostbusters. That would have been disastrous if they did that.
Yeah, we don't know. We don't
Like
know.
Kathy Bates in the Godfather role.
That would have been amazing.
The
I would pay
Godmother.
double to watch that.
I watched it last year.
Yeah, but all right, you're missing the point of this assignment. We're not. This isn't a video review. We're reviewing movies, new movies out in theaters. All right, did you see any movie in the theater this year?
You know what? They had this Wednesday night thing at the cinema. I watched the Bullet with Steve McQueen.
He's new.
New? He's
at
dead.
It was at the theater.
Is Steve McQueen dead?
I think he's been dead. I think he's been dead before I was born.
I would have to Google it, and if it's true, I'm gonna.
It was a throwback night. You know, that's the beauty of cinema is that the new generation, they can always see a movie. It's their first time. So, you know, it wasn't made like in 2016, but somebody could have seen it in 2016.
Yeah, we
The new
understand how
generation.
movies work. Yes, that's very true.
As they are recorded.
That is
Be
true.
played back
You don't
at a
watch a
later
movie
time.
once and then it's never available ever again. Yes, I am well aware of how movies work. All right, so you missed this assignment completely. The assignment was we're reviewing movies, the best movies of 2016. So you have nothing to add?
Yes, I do.
What?
All the movies today, they go back to the original ones, like, say, Birth of a Nation, or, Laurel and Hardy, like when the sound first was introduced to coincide with the film. It was you guys were comedy. Those guys were great.
Laurel and Hardy,
Laurel and Hardy.
2016.
Yep.
Movie of the year.
Yes,
Movie of the
sir.
year. All right, folks. Guido Corleone, you know how to please him. Thank you. You prove once and again why you are our worst correspondent.
Thanks,
Where's
gentlemen.
your
I don't know.
That's-
Sound effects department. We have a horrible
That
sound effects
fits
department.
just as well.
Unbelievable.
Better than your jokes.
Oh, ouch, Guido. All right, go out on a high note because you rarely get a high
I'm
note.
actually-
This is our favorite time of the month. I don't know what that.
What's the 11th? Oh man.
No, this is our favorite time of the show where we have a commercial because this show doesn't come cheap. Somebody's got to pay for this. Let's do quick worst movies of the year. Very quick.
Well, I know what mine is.
My absolute
wanna
worst
step on
was
your toes.
Independence Day Resurgence.
Yeah.
No need for that movie, and in fact, it actually did the reverse of what I was saying Star Wars did. This made me question why I even liked the original Independence Day. It actually did harm to the prior movie.
Well, one of the things I didn't like about the movie was that the arguably best character from the first one was the president. And,
Bill Pullman.
Bill Pullman, and they made him into this
Lunatic.
kind of getting Alzheimer's or something, and
Right.
then his daughter is taking care of him, and she's like a general.
I thought you were going to say the best part was Will Smith from the first movie, and he was all you got of him was a painting.
that was garbage. You're right. The worst part of the movie was something that wasn't even in the movie, that they killed off Will Smith in between the first one and the sequel, and that
It was
was unnecessary. And
It was a dumpster fire.
It was
This
the whole
was
thing.
unwatchable garbage. And then my other few movies that I think were horrible also, Batman v Superman I mentioned, Ghostbusters, Neighbors 2, and what I think is the most overrated movie of this past year, possibly
hear it.
ever,
Oh, boy.
Finding Dory.
hey, Chihuahua!
A lot of people raved about this movie. This is Pixar's worst movie
You're
by
not gonna
far.
make any friends attacking Pixar,
Well, I don't need friends who like that movie.
and you don't have them.
I won't want to be friends with someone who likes Finding Dory. Good God, this was a mess.
I'm not done with Independence Day. What's Thor's brother's name? The actor that does that.
Hemsworth. Liam
so
Hemsworth.
Chris Hemsworth is Thor.
Oh, Chris Hemsworth.
And
No, or
Liam was the one that was on Independence Day.
I'm not 100% sure because I'm not a female.
Well, whichever Hemsworth brother. I don't know
Oh,
how
we're gonna be
good
one-
you are, but you're better than that, man.
I agree.
That was terrible. That was early 90s sitcom terrible the whole way through.
Agreed.
Miley Cyrus would be disappointed, and I'm sure she was.
Amen, sister. All right, so before we welcome on our final correspondent
Right.
and jump into our pillow fight, which is going to be a thrill a minute, I would like to preview what is going to be coming in 2017. Best
Yes.
movies of 2017. Ready for this?
Are we starting with me? It's my turn. The one I'm most excited for, which I know you're not a huge fan of, is Logan. There we go. Just based on the trailers.
The trailers alone make me want to kill myself.
Very little is said. It's a very esoteric trailer.
That's how it should stay.
It's supposedly going to end the whole reboot of the X-Men franchise.
Finally.
The last run of Patrick Stewart. And, they've got the Johnny Cash
Okay,
song playing in the
spoiler alert,
background.
Patrick Stewart dies in the movie. I hate to...
I think that everyone... I mean, is he not dead yet in real life?
Well, no. But I think actually everyone dies. But I think, spoiler alert, he dies halfway through the movie.
I like the idea, though. They're training a new generation of mutants, and, the little girl has got special powers. She needs a mentor. Logan says, who's going to be the... And
All right, but
Patrick Stewart says, you're going to be the... And,
Ugh, good
and
God.
then cue
I
the
think
Johnny
people are
Cash.
forgetting when they make movies, you're supposed to be entertaining people. You're not trying to depress people. Like Manchester by the Sea and Moonlight, two movies that are in the Oscar contention this year
course.
also, are very depressing. And I think people think to be an Oscar movie, you have to leave people depressed and send them home crying. That's why La La Land is so spectacular. It's uplifting, it's magical, it's fun. And actually doesn't even necessarily have a happy ending, but it's still happy in throughout the process of watching it.
Right, you're not
and
just
so
depressed the whole time. It's not.
And my point with Logan is, I think they're thinking, oh, we're going to be a good, serious movie by being like depressing and not fun. Hello, Marvel movies are fun beginning to end, and they're better than almost every other superhero movie.
This is true. This is true. I'll give you that.
All right, so you're looking forward to Logan. I'm looking forward to Star Wars Episode 8 because we're going to see it's Princess Leia, Carrie Fisher's
I remember
last
the
movie.
days when you used to have to wait 10 years for a new Star Wars movie. Now
Well,
they're just
forget
cranking
those
them out.
days because those days are
Year
long
after
gone.
year.
We also got Fast and Furious. One of my favorite series. Vin Diesel is back as a villain, baby.
So you'll make fun of the X-Men series, but Fast and the Furious is
Spectacular!
Right up your alley. I actually heard that Jar Jar Binks was on the last Star Wars movie, and that he was in the background, and he might be a prominent character in the next one.
I don't know what you got to check your source. That
He was in the movie.
He was
He's
in no movie.
All
You're
right.
dreaming. Someone. I don't know why you like Jar Jar Binks.
I don't know why people hate him so much.
And then Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
Oh, of course.
Is
Yes.
going to be amazing. All right, it is time to welcome on our favorite correspondent compared to Guido Corleone, who
best of the two.
the best of the two. Mia. Come on down, Mia.
Mia.
We got Mia here. She's going to tell us her
Alright,
favorite
thank
movies
you.
of 2016, and then we're going to jump into our pillow fight.
All right, perfect.
Hello, Mia.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
All right,
Hello.
she's
Nice to
an
see you again.
independent
Pleasure.
woman with an independent
Throw
vision.
your hands up at me.
Yeah. Thanks.
Part one.
All right, so
All
let's
right.
try to not step on her toes too much while she's
Perfect.
talking, and I feel like
Yes.
that's more you than me.
Deal. Go.
Thanks. All right. So my favorite movie, definitely La La Land.
Garbage.
Oh.
Oh my gosh, no! It's a modern day musical which hasn't, been produced in a very long time,
right,
and it
tell
takes
us.
place in Los Angeles, which is the city of
Dreams.
your dreams. Yeah, and it's about
And stars.
yeah, and it's about the courage to follow your dreams. I think it's very inspirational,
Right,
and it's
and-
about time that it's a musical as well, so it's
And
really fun.
the hard choice sometimes one has to make between ambition and love.
Yes.
Now, is it anything like Chicago? Because I always heard that was a great
Chicago,
movie.
the city.
It's also
The
it's
movie.
amazing. Yeah,
Oh.
it's not like Chicago, but Chicago's really good if you haven't seen it.
Why'd you want me? You're the one that didn't know what I was talking about.
It's more like
Wah,
Dream
wah,
Girls
man.
if you want to compare it to a movie. I'd say
Of
actually.
course, yeah,
But
you know
it's
all about
but
dreams.
it's not just because
I'll be dreaming
I guess,
about
but
the
it's
girls.
in it's theater.
Sorry.
I think you just want one yourself. So I'm okay with that.
All right, sound effects department is going crazy. They're drunk in there.
Yeah,
They're,
they've
okay.
been drinking.
Well, I
I'll
agree.
have
We're in
one.
agreement. Okay, and then do you have any others? to recommend?
Lion. It's
Lion.
with Dev Patel and
in a
Nicole
zoo.
Kidman.
They're in a zoo.
No, they're not in a zoo. It's about a little boy who gets lost in a train, and again, this movie is about determination and courage to make something of your life.
You got lost in the train, or
He gets
took a train and got lost?
He took a train, an accident, a little boy, and he got lost.
Oh,
Okay,
no.
'cause I was gonna
From
say, if
his
you're lost
family.
in a train, there's only so much space
And where's the lion?
to get lost.
It's called Lion, and it takes place in India.
But why is it called Lion?
Because that's his name translates into
I
lion.
hate.
in
I will not
English.
see that movie out of protest.
Oh my
because
gosh, no! You gotta
But
watch
why
it.
do they
It's
call
so
it Lion?
great.
I'll
That's like
watch it.
that's like when they called James Bond Skyfall, and it sounded like it was gonna be Skyfall, and it's like, oh no, I come from a town called
was his
Skyfall.
name?
No, the name of the movie was Skyfall.
Don't listen, everybody. Don't
One of the
listen.
James Bond was Skyfall, which sounds cool, like you're falling through the sky,
Right.
and then it's the reason why it's called Skyfall is because he grew up in Skyfall, Ireland, like
Well-
that's boring.
a little town.
No, because Lion has the courage of it has the heart of a
Oh, he-
courage, and so this little boy actually makes a life for himself by the parents who adopt him.
All right, you got
Don't be
another.
upset. Matt
Just
just
watch
can't
it.
handle anything
Don't
that
listen
has-
to these.
All right, do you have
or at
another-
least this one.
Do you have one other recommendation
Oh
before
my
the pillow
gosh,
fight?
one more. Arrival's really good. It was
Arrival,
one of my
yes.
favorites as far as what humanity would do.
thinker.
Definitely a thinker.
Now, for those of
it's
us
like
that
a
don't
sci-fi.
know what Arrival is this about aliens arriving?
Yes,
Yes.
it's a sci-fi. It's
But
like a
don't spoil
sci-fi
it.
thriller.
Okay.
But it's definitely
A thrill.
better. Yeah, it's
Better
better,
than,
because there's a twist and
Better
it's
than
like,
your typical Arrival
It's a
alien
subconsciously
movie.
sort of like the universal picture of like aliens and us, and like how in the end everyone can contributes to everyone's survival. Even Earthlings
So
and
would
like
you
Heartwarming.
say that
aliens.
this is a better movie than Independence Day Resurgence?
Oh,
I
definitely.
think it would-
It's not even in
it would
because that
blow it
one's
out of
sort
the
of like an
water.
action type of film, and this
Sort
one's
of like an
thriller.
action type of film, more of like
And
a
this one is
foreign
not
type
action.
of film.
All right, ladies and gentlemen,
All right.
if we have time at the end of the debate, we will
This is for you.
get back
You can
to
hit him
final
once,
recommendations. But this is,
me-
for all the marbles, this is a pillow fight. Mia's refereeing.
Okay.
The pillow fight is the best superhero movie of all time.
Ooh.
Okay.
Are you
okay.
ready?
And so you do know the rules?
Oh yeah,
he knows
I've done
the
this.
rule.
I've done this before.
Okay. Cool.
And so, despite what I've been saying up till now, I love Marvel movies, but I think the absolute best is The Dark Knight with Heath Ledger as Joker, Christian Bale as Batman, the second in the Batman series. Your selection for best movie?
Well, first of all, I want to say that The Dark Knight's not even my favorite of the Batman movies, so I think that's a poor choice.
How dare! Oh wait, we're far
Which one's
away.
your favorite? You gotta come
Move closer. Move
Which
closer.
one's your favorite?
I didn't get you enough faith. My favorite's Batman Begins.
Okay,
Good
yeah.
God, nobody's
Yeah.
favorite is Batman Begins.
I think the story is much more intricate.
All
than
right,
Dark
we're
Knight
saving
was.
for the debate. Jake, what's your stupid movie?
My stupid movie is Iron Man 3.
Iron Man 3. That's not
Yep.
even my favorite. Mine is clearly Iron Man 1.
Not 2.
Everybody agrees 2 is the
Everyone
worst.
agrees 2 is the worst.
All right, so let's begin the debate. All right, are you ready?
Yes.
The why The Dark Knight is spectacular. I could give you 100 reasons, but number one, we have an amazing soundtrack. We have Heath Ledger as the best Joker ever in history. We have also a secondary villain. We have Two-Face. We have, and we have a perfect movie that ties the first and the third together to make this the perfect trilogy, the best Batman ever. It's spectacular from beginning to end. We have the best Alfred, the best love interest also. Much better than Katie Holmes in the first one.
No!
Oh, good God, yes. All right, so that's my opening salvos. Go.
Okay, go.
What do you have for Iron Man?
Katie Holmes is so much better than Maggie Gyllenhaal.
I'm better looking, fine, but definitely not a better actress.
That's debatable, but
Debate over. The debate is over.
Iron Man is a much more.
You're Iron Man 3.
Iron Man. Okay, so
Which
Iron
is
Man himself is a much more relatable character than Batman is.
Fine,
Batman's
maybe.
always like, ugh,
Relate.
ugh, everything's so sad.
He's funnier,
Everything's
yes.
dark. There's never one scene with sunshine in the whole movie.
Because that's serious life. Iron Man.
It's
Iron
not
Man,
serious life. That's
it's-
fake DC Batman.
Oh my God, it's not fake
Gotham,
at all.
Fake city life.
The Dark Knight is so spectacular because it's so realistic and it shows what people have to do in order to deal with terrorism. How basically Alfred gives Batman a speech that the only way to kill someone who wants to see the world burn is you have to kill them.
Well, you know what? I think Jarvis is better than Alfred.
Who the hell's Jarvis? Oh, all right, that's retarded. Who's
Jarvis is better than Alfred.
He's funnier than
for
Alfred.
multiple reasons.
All right.
I can't get into one of them because it goes into another movie.
Okay,
But
you're skipping over the only good part about Iron Man 3 is that
his PTSD,
I don't know what that is. No,
post-traumatic stress.
I know what it
disorder.
stands for. I don't know how it
So
relates
Iron Man
to
3
Iron
takes
Man.
place after all the
No,
events of
Ben
the
Kingsley
Avengers.
is the only good thing about Iron Man 3.
I don't even know who Ben Kingsley is.
He's
Is
the
that one of the
Mandarin. He
musicians?
reveals. He's the Mandarin. He reveals that he's an actor and that he's not really a bad guy.
Oh well, way to ruin the movie for our viewers.
All right. So it ends up being a complete joke. Iron Man 3 is like a spoof of a movie.
It's not a
You're a
complete
spoof of a
joke.
person.
It doesn't matter. There was a real villain. It just wasn't who you thought it was supposed to be,
Okay.
which is why The Art of Misdirection makes Iron Man 3 a much better movie than The Dark Knight.
And you make it your best superhero movie ever?
It is,
Iron Man
because-
1 is 100 times better than
Did
Iron
you
Man
watch
3.
Iron Man 3's
Yes, I watched every one of them. Unbelievable.
His relationship with the kid once he loses his suit and all of his
Nobody
powers.
cares about kids.
And he-
Listen, did you not? Heath Ledger won an Oscar for Dark Knight. It is universally praised. Every superhero movie now tries to be as serious and as interesting as The Dark Knight was. Nobody ever tries to be like Iron Man 3, where they be like, surprise, the villain is just a comedian actor.
I think we should look at all the DC movies and all the Marvel movies and see which ones have had a bigger success rate. And I think
By far, Marvel. I'm in agreement.
Exactly.
But this is I'm saying DC. This is the one example where the one DC movie was better than all Marvel movies before and after and combined.
Disagree.
All right. First of all, you're not a good pillow fighter because you didn't hit me once.
I know.
All right, Mia.
Okay, well, because you had some really great points with regard to Heath Ledger, and yeah, there has been definitely some hard shoes to fill with regards to the Joker, and he did win an Oscar for that. Also, you had a really good point with regards to...
Speed it up, Mia. Speed it up.
Okay, so
Quick, who's the winner?
You are!
Yes! All right. Thank you, everyone. Thank you,
But
Tony,
because-
Mia,
but because
Tony.
he didn't get hit on
All
that,
right,
we're gonna hit
Marshall,
him.
Tony, Yvette, Duncan, everyone. So long. This is Movie Mania.
Good night,
Adios.
everybody.
Bye!
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back here on Movie Mania. I'm Matt Schneider.
And I'm Tony Labdiotis.